Okay, so we're up to 20 miles today. My dad's just dropped them, just released them from Doncaster, which is 20 miles north of us. So we should be seeing them in the next 10 minutes, I think. He released them about 10 minutes ago, so if they were doing a mile a minute, then they'd be here in 20 minutes. This is the first time at 20 miles. They were at 15 miles previously. They did 2 tosses at 15 miles. The first time the cocks came back straight away. The second time, both of them, I watched them clash into somebody else's birds that were loft flying, and they disappeared for 2 hours. And I could see them just flying around in the distance. I drove all the way back and waited an hour, and then they started coming back in 1s and 2s. That was yesterday, and we did get them all back eventually, which is good. Here we are. Yeah. Oh, quick. That was pretty good to see. I just saw them in the distance flying quite low, but all the wings tucked back, dropping height, dropping altitude, and then they came speeding over. I don't know if I got that on camera, but they came flying over, did a loop, 1 or 2 loops, and then trapped really quite well. I think that was pretty good. That was 20 miles, and it looks like they've all come together there. So I'll do a quick check and count how many we've got. Now they know as soon as the cocks come, they land and they're straight in because there's no foods there. So how did that take them? So that took them 25 minutes to do 20 miles. And there's a bit of a northwesterly wind, so they had the wind behind them, which is why they came in with a fair bit of speed. But it's an aeroplane above us. Oh, well happy with that. It's probably the best return and trap I've had so far. So let's see how the hens do. They should be 15 minutes behind. See them come in. I'll try and get another angle for the hens. 19, so all of them back together, which is great. So the hens got their grit, and got their feed ready, and their water, and all scraped down and everything. So let's see if the hens do as good a job. But that's I'm well happy with that. Here we are. I think that's all of them. There was 2 behind the main batch. But what's that? 24 minutes past. Call it 23 when the time they got here. So you're gonna have a big drink there, aren't you? This is the cricket ground. Okay, so just got back pretty quickly. Right, so the cocks are here. I think I beat the hens. I think I beat the hens because it's very windy actually, and where I let them go, it's right next to the A1, so it's literally straight onto the A1, and then you're up to full speed all the way back. So cocks are here. It's good. I think it's just the cocks in there. Yeah, scoffed all that. Hens aren't here yet, so we'll keep an eye out for them. Let's lock them up. I generally expect the cocks to get back without too much trouble. Well, that's been my experience so far. So what I try and do is let the hens, let the cocks go, give them plenty of time to get here, circle if they want to, and get themselves in, and then I let the hens go, just so if the cocks are put away, then there's more chance that the hens will land and then go into their own section. So, right, let's take a look and see how many returned. So this is the hen that was hawked or hit wires or whatever that did the repair job on. I didn't send it today because it's had quite a few flights lately, and I just wanted to make sure it was getting a bit of a rest, because I saw a big chunk of feathers and skin fall off the other day, obviously gone dry, so I thought I'd leave that one here. I've got one of the fancy birds. This white one's not looking too healthy. It's been in isolation, it wasn't eating very well, it had weird droppings, but they've improved, so I brought it back in. What have we got here? We've got these guys, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 19, so we've got all of them back. I'm not sure if this is normal. There's water in the feeder, so I don't know if they're just gorging on food and then going to the drinker and then you know, spitting it back up or whatnot, but I found that seems to happen quite a lot. Now we'll just keep our ears peeled for the hens, or ears and eyes. Here they are, look. How about that? Let's get them in. This is a bit of a nuisance really, having them to land on that landing board and then into there, but I don't mind so much. They're only young birds, they're only going in young bird races. There we go, I think that's all of them. Obviously we've got one in sick bay at the moment, another one that we left behind, so that should be 13. So we're in the middle of a heat wave at the moment. So we've got the pool out for us to cool down. This is the second day. It's actually, in England, it's the hottest recorded day ever, and it was the hottest recorded day night as well. So at the moment it's 39 degrees inside the pigeon loft, or just over 39 degrees Celsius. That's like over 100 degrees Fahrenheit. So the birds are, I've shut the darkness boards up there just to try and stop the direct sunlight. They seem to be coping okay. Some of them are panting a fair bit. I haven't scraped them because I haven't flown them for the last few days, just because we don't want to make them do any sort of effort that they don't really or shouldn't be doing. I've put this little bath out and this cage that I knocked up when I was first teaching them how to I built this quickly just so I could put them on top of the landing board there when they were young birds, or when they first got them. So I've just put that up there for now and put a bit of water in there, and then these guys have got this big bath, and we just top that up just to try and keep them cool. Yeah, I'm gonna jump in that soon, because yeah, 39 degrees is a bit toasty. You see, not a cloud in the sky. That's not true, there's a cloud, but it's certainly very, very hot.